Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Money League. 3 weeks of hiatus. Prime time of the show. We missed it. We missed the season, Harjas. Harjas was enjoying his Singapore vacation, and I got busy with other stuff, but we're back at it. Money League, dude. Premier League is off to bongo start. Three of the top five teams from last year are three traditional powerhouses are battling for relegation almost. I can't say relegation, but United, Chelsea, and Newcastle. Horrible start to the season. What the
Yeah.
hell, Arjus? What the hell?
I don't know. I think they're like me, man. Went on vacation when the season started. I think they forgot when it started. They got the dates wrong. Yeah, I think they had the NBA schedule.
Right?
Uh,
It is.
no, you know what? I mean, I think there's slightly different reasons for every team, but there's some overlapping similarities.
Yeah.
Um, and to be honest, I think Newcastle is probably the only team I kind of believe in to maybe pull themselves out of this rut a little bit.
Right. And let's jump into Chelsea. Let's start with Chelsea.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, they've spent so much money, like so much money, and it just doesn't seem to click. And their injuries are just like I'm looking at the injury report right now. There are like 12 players in Chelsea like injured, like Fofana, Nkunku, Broya,
Yeah.
Bentinelli, Reece James, Chaloba, like Casado. Like, come on, like everyone they sign is getting injured. Like, do you want to give us some injury updates out there?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, the latest is the international break wasn't great to them. Moises Caicedo came back, a little bit of a knock on his knee. Sounds like he's not going to be available this week. And then it looks like the latest with Caicedo is the same, that he's got some sort of illness, but he could be available. And then I have such a hard time saying his name, but Chukwunoso Maduke also came back from the national team with some sort of unknown muscular injury. So, and that's adding on top of like Reece James not coming back yet. Not really any light at the end of the tunnel for the guys that were already hurt. But honestly, I think it's just more of the same. It's bad culture. It's a team of individuals. Not that these are players with bad personalities, but I just don't think they have any sort of culture. There's no gelling. It's just a bunch of guys who've been bought and trying to put it
Mhm.
together. It's like if you showed up to work and nobody was in charge. You'd be like, so what do I do? And the other
Yeah,
guy's like, I don't know, so what do I do? And then it's like, okay, well, this is my
yeah,
skill set, this is my skill set. And then everyone's like doing the same project, but like in four different ways, not together. That's kind of what Chelsea looks like to me. I
yep.
think I think Pochettino is doing his best. I honestly don't think any manager could fix this. And I think this is the downside of just like so many new guys kind of thrown in there and then like some turmoil at the club and then kind of no one there to just like grab it and be like, guys, this is the goal. Come together. This is
Yeah,
how Chelsea functions, right? It sort of lost their way. Man City was like this when they started. Remember, they just like bought a bunch of
yep.
attackers and they didn't get the results right away. Like
Yeah, they
it's like
had then
it takes
they got Pep, and then things changed. So
Yeah, I mean, even a little bit before Pep, it got better, right? They
yeah,
won they won some leagues before Pep,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Pellegrini era and stuff. But like
yeah.
I'm talking like initially, like I don't even know. That was maybe 2010.
2008, I think. Oh, I remember the first big time
Remember
player they
Robinho? They
signed.
just kept buying attackers, like it made no sense.
Yeah, I think the first big signing was Robinho, and then
Yeah.
Tevez. They just signed random players. So
Yeah, and that's what Chelsea seems like. They just sign random players, and it's just not working right now.
I don't
And I
know.
think
I don't think their owner Todd Bowley. Like I think he's just weird. I don't know if he even knows football. That's how I feel like sometimes the way he's spending money. He's a rich guy, but talking about more rich guys owning teams, Man United,
yeah.
horrible start to the season, but I feel like Ten Hag has a good culture. He knows what he wants, but the injury bug is just ripping the team right now. Like, and then Jadon Sancho and that kind of incident, just a lot of distractions. Looking at the
Yeah.
injury report, Harjus, like I can read through it. Everyone is in the starting 11. Van Bissaka,
Brutal.
Van Bissaka out for 2 months. Luke Shaw out for a couple of months. Terrell Malakia, he's out for a couple of months. Amrabat, we just
Yeah.
bought him.
Just
He's out.
signed. He's got a back thing.
Yeah. What the hell? Mason Mount is out.
Yeah.
Varane is out. Dos Santos is out. Jadon Sancho, Harry Maguire. Oh my God. Like just keeps going on. And it's just not helpful. The injuries are not helpful for United.
No, it's not. And like I do sympathize with Ten Hag a little bit because he doesn't have access to his best lineup. But I actually don't even know if it'd be enough. Like I think best case they're like third or fourth with this lineup. Like they're still not in the class of Arsenal and
No way.
City,
No way
right?
close.
Not there. And now they're not healthy. And they're also sort of slipping into this Chelsea style. It's almost like they walk out there expecting to lose. You know, in my life,
Yeah.
I've never seen Manchester United going into a European game expecting to lose. And
Well,
everyone expected them to lose. And they put up a
yes,
better fight than anyone expected. I think
that
that
is
team showed
true.
a lot of heart today. But
Yeah.
I've never seen them at this type of low. And it's almost like Chelsea. Like when I see Chelsea loses now, I'm not shocked. And I think
Yeah.
if I see Man U lose any match now, I'm not shocked. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're a mess. And so their injuries are brutal. I don't know if anyone's really close. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe Mount or maybe Amrabat. I think Maguire's thing might be minor, but nobody
Yeah.
wants him out there anyways right now. And like I think his confidence is absolutely in the trash because he always looks so good when he goes to play for England. So like
Mhm.
there's just something there with Man United.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough. Honestly, like
Yeah.
it's tough sledding for them. They might have to like start playing like one of these lower teams and
Yeah.
not be.
Well,
Ten Hag likes to press up. Like I think like if Mourinho was running this team, they would
it'll be
take
different. He'll be
points.
parking the bus out there.
Guys, he's like he would just look them straight in the face. He's like, no Anthony, no Sancho, there's no wingers. He would
Yeah.
literally probably tell them, and he'd probably look Rashford dead in the face and be like, "There's no wingers," even though Rashford is right there,
Yeah.
and be
Right.
like, "This is what we're gonna do. Not only we're
Yeah.
gonna have four back, Casemiro's gonna play with I don't know, Ericsson's gonna be more in a holding position. He put them out there in like a 4-2-3-1 or something, and they'd park a bus and try to get something on a counter.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
we'll see. Again, these two teams are in a mess. I don't know how they're going to come out of it. Well, talking about some good news,
Mm.
Man City just took off where they left, even with the crazy, like, dude, their top players are injured too. Kevin De Bruyne is out.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva is out. Grealish is out. Kovacic is out. John Stones is out. But their depth is insane. It's just so good. So it doesn't matter how many people that get injured. And they lost like Mahrez and people like that as well. But
Yeah.
they're amazing, dude. I don't think anyone can stop them right now.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just bad luck, right? Like if this injury luck continues, they picked up quite a few just recently here. That is really the only thing. Or if the match fatigue gets to them, like if Pep's like the only way we can top last year is if we win a treble, and so they
Yeah.
go after every like something. I don't know. I don't think he will. He's too experienced to make these mistakes. He's been at these
Yep.
clubs. Yeah, they're in a great position.
Yeah.
Those City Arsenal matches are pretty much going to be like Super Bowls, winner wins the league almost.
Right. And the only team, again, Arsenal is the only one which can rival City right now. And again, they have great team too. Like injury wise, they're fine. Martinelli is the only one. Do you think he'll be back? Looks like he has a thigh injury.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Obviously these muscular things sometimes can take time. Sounds like it's a hammy. They haven't ruled him out for the weekend yet. So I think we'll get a scan, get him examined, and we'll see. I think if he's not playing this week, wouldn't surprise me if it all of a sudden is a little bit longer. It's one of these situations like, was it just a bit tight and he's back out there this weekend, or is it an actual strain and we're looking at a couple weeks best case scenario?
Yep. And the biggest surprise, Arjus, to me was Tottenham. Their
Yeah.
new coach was. It's funny. Like I did see a meme. Like all the three previous coaches, Tottenham fired, won the Premier League manager for the first month, and this
Oh.
and this guy did the same thing. He won the Premier League manager for the first month, but again, they've been playing good, and they're in the top four. So we'll see how long. It's only 5 matches in. There's still 33 games left. But Tottenham and your Brighton, dude.
My
Both of,
Brighton.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, again, one of the main reasons, like take Liverpool as well. Liverpool, Tottenham, Brighton, injury free, and the only one Tottenham had today was Perisic, who's out for the season. But
it's tough.
yeah, what happened with Perisic?
Towards ACL, unfortunately, he's gonna be out for the year. He's gonna miss the Euros. That's Croatia's. That's that Croatia group's last kick at a trophy.
I know. Well, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Well, Modric has to run it all by himself, I guess. But again, take like Liverpool, Tottenham, Brighton. Like they're just injury free. That helps a lot.
Yeah, it does. Like let's be honest. Even for players, sometimes they say their best skill is being available, right? I know it's more in reference to football, but like American football. But it's the same here, right? They've been really healthy. It makes a big difference. You look at a team like Real Madrid, they're barely getting by right now because they're so banged up. I mean, it's a pretty universal thing. Ask anybody about their favorite team in any sport, and they can tell you about some season where they thought they're going to win it all, but they had bad injury luck. So
Yeah.
it's still early. The EPL season is long. Teams play a lot of matches, but they've had a good start because they've been healthy, and having the ability to have super subs like Tottenham and Richarlison is huge, right? If you don't have that and you need a goal late, you turn to some guy no one's heard of, you're probably walking out with 1 point instead of 3, right?
Yeah. That makes a lot of difference. The biggest game this weekend, Harjus, I'm looking forward to is the London Derby.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Tottenham.
Yeah.
Best game of the weekend.
Yeah, can't wait for that North London derby. I'm just loving it because I thought it wouldn't be great. Like Tottenham's so coming in so high flying, and like this goes two ways, right? If Tottenham gets a draw or a win, they're still high flying,
Yeah.
but if not, it's like, okay, maybe Arsenal's arrived. Like, okay, Tottenham kind of takes a bit of a kick, and it's like, okay, Arsenal's in that city class. So right now everyone's got a 1-2, but maybe if they like pull out some 3-0 drubbing of Tottenham, you're like, okay, maybe they've taken another step because I like their performance today. I think they asserted themselves, showed like we're legit, right?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
shall see. We shall see. What are the other games which stand out to you?
Honestly, I haven't even looked at it otherwise outside of that, my man. Like it's
These are the other games.
I always watch Brighton. I love the Zerbi ball. Okay. So let me see. I'm looking right now. They're playing Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's a win. That's a win. They're gonna win.
Chelsea Villa a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not very very exciting.
Yeah. Chelsea Villa and Burnley, Man United. I think Man United might lose that game. You never know.
Well, they just traveled.
Yeah. But I do think the Bayern game is going to give them some fire because they played really well.
But did they like I think they showed some heart. Don't get me wrong, they showed some heart, but did they ever really look like
Nope.
an elite team?
Oh my god. And Onana is, oh my god. We should have
I like Onana. You know what? This is the transformation where we start judging goalies on how they are with the ball. Like he's so good with the ball at his feet, right? Like he fits the system that Ten Hag wants. And then it's like, but wait, isn't his job to prevent goals?
Yeah, that's true.
He hasn't been great at it. He has not. I'll be honest.
I think he'll get there. He'll get there hopefully.
He's huge for it.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks a lot, Harjus. Again, guys, we're back. We're gonna have a weekly show moving forward. It's gonna be amazing. More injury updates coming soon as well. Harjus is gonna drop out at least one a day if possible. But again, based on injuries, a lot of injuries, lot of injuries. And this guy behind me, he might have an injury as well. So we'll see what's happening.